What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to another video, and today we are going to be talking about the 2019 package and kind of reviewing, I guess, technically the Las Vegas race, but we're not really going to be, we're just going to kind of talk about what seems to be different and just kind of recap what happened with the package. So if you guys do enjoy, make sure you leave a like, hit the subscribe button, and let's get right into the video. So, right away, I'm going to just point out that this was a very interesting ending, a really great finish between Joey Logano and Brad Keselowski, and I'm glad for that. And here's really what, to break it down, the run of the package. So right off the restart, it's side-by-side racing pretty well. Maybe one guy, kind of slows down, but at some point they get a run and they get back up side-by-side racing. So for the first 2 or 3 laps, it's kind of what we think it is. It's kind of pack racing. And then at some point, the top 5, top 6 maybe, all break off. And in this race, it was Joey Logano, Kevin Harvick, Brad Keselowski, Martin Truex, and I think there's somebody I'm missing. I know there's somebody I'm missing. Kyle Busch, and probably somebody else. But, those guys, they broke away from the main pack, which was 5, 6, 7 through 20. And these guys, they had their battles. They had maybe 6 went up to third went back to fourth. They just kind of shuffled around for probably up to about 7 or 10 laps, and then 2 cars broke away. Now, I didn't see the first stage, but in the second stage, that was Joey Logano and Kevin Harvick, and they had their go at it. They battled, and Joey Logano came out on top, winning stage 2. Now, meanwhile, back through 7th or whatever I decided through 20th, they're all shuffling around. You have Ricky Stenhouse kind of coming through, and you have people going back and forth through 7th through 20th. So, and they're really probably about a second and a half, I would say, between each other. And then there was usually about 2 or 3 cars that were kind of in a group, and then they would be like a second away from the next group, and then so on and so forth. And I would say the 2 leaders probably got about 6 seconds, 7 seconds from that pack, and then like the middle pack I was talking about probably got about a second away from the leaders, and about 2 or 3 seconds away, maybe 4, from the main pack. So there's separation, but there isn't a lot of separation to where if that situation were to happen, and maybe the third stage I couldn't think. Maybe a driver like Kyle Larson gets stuck behind, or maybe Chase Elliott, Ryan Blaney. He could technically maybe. I feel like we just have to wait and see if that situation presents itself. But definitely, if he has a fast car, could find his way back up to the front after being stuck in the main pack. So we have yet to see if that will happen, but it's definitely possible if they have a fast enough car to do that. But anyways, so it really created some pretty good racing. That time I talked about, obviously the restarts are really interesting. If you guys are really interested in restarts, and like that's all you wanted from this package was good restarts, you guys are set, you're happy, and good for you. But I don't think there's that many people out there that were really just looking for restarts. They're looking for all-around racing. And I think it's still really good. I mean, when the first 6 kind of pulled away, it was still really good racing between that 6. I mean, it was crazy. I mean, I believe they even went 3 wide at one point. So it's really good racing between those guys, and then you still have to highlight. I mean, I'm sure the people up there at Fox are struggling to figure out who do they need to footage. Do they need to footage the front, or do they need to footage what the hell's going on in the back? Like, they don't know. They're trying to figure out who they need to be need to put on camera. It's probably a very tough process and decision making, and it's really good. And then after the 2 leaders kind of pull away, those 2 they have their interesting battle, and then like the other 3 or 4 cars that were in that lead pack, but then obviously got separated, they have their own battle. So it's really interesting to watch, especially when it gets to the stage time, because you have the 2 leaders, they're trying to get the stage win. You have the other guys, they're trying to get stage points, and then the rest, and then obviously, as it usually is, about 8th through 10th is having a better battle, and there is not that much separation from 8th to 12th trying to get the stage points. So it's We saw William Byron. He tried to get strategy to stay in there, and Jimmy Johnson knocked him off at the last lap. So it's made the stage endings even more interesting than they were before, and I thought they were pretty interesting. And that's something that I guess now you think of it, it's kind of a give me. Yeah, when you put cars close together, it's going to make endings better. But I just did not think that stage endings would really change that much, and well, I was proven wrong. So the new package, I would say, is a win. Now there is negatives and stuff like that, but we're not going to get into that so much. We're going to get into the people that are kind of ridiculing it. Okay, ridiculing, that's way too harsh. Maybe a better word would be people that are negative about the package. And actually, what I find interesting is Radman. He was the main guy who was kind of like, oh yeah, I'm just going to sit here and I'm still going to watch, but I'm not happy about it. He was kind of the guy who now him and David Land, who were negative about the package, have kind of changed their minds on it, and I'm glad to see that they have. And yeah, I'm not trying to throw any shade at them, but they were kind of negative about the package at first. And Radman, while he's not gung ho on it, but he's not as grudgingly watching it, I think. And David Land, he seems to have changed his mind a little bit as well. But anyways, as I was saying, there are still people out there that are saying this package is not it, saying that this is still boring racing and they are not entertained. And what I think those people, I think their issue is, and it's not that the racing is not entertaining, because for me, I was fully entertained. I saw the majority of NASCAR fans, I think, were entertained. And there's just this percentage of people that are out there talking negative about the package. And the reason why I'm saying this is because we don't want NASCAR to think, oh no, we made another mistake. The package didn't help anything. There's still people talking negative about it, and I don't think that would make them change. I think, assuming they're planning on keeping it for next year, I don't think that's really going to make them change it for next year. But I just want to let you guys know out there who are being negative. I think you guys really set the bar too high, and that's going to be in any sport. If you expect the NBA Finals to be a 7-game series that comes down to the last minute, you're going to be disappointed, because not every NBA Finals is going to be like that. If you're going to expect the Homestead to have a close finish where it's like side by side racing, you're not going to get that. I mean, it's possible. It's more likely because it's the championship. But you're not always going to get an exciting finish in sports. Super Bowl, really boring. That's all I got to say about that. Really boring. It's not. You're not going to get full entertainment, and that's the thing that people are expecting. The full race from lap 1 to, in this case, lap 267, or for the Daytona's case, 100 to 200. The full 100% race, all 400. Okay, I gotta stop. All right, let's just get to the point. They're expecting the entire race to be entertaining and have them on the edge of their seat, and that's just not going to happen. You're not going to have close racing, you're not going to have really hard racing, because they're not going to be that aggressive on lap 150. Unless it's the end of the stage. But if it's just a regular lap, they're not going to be overly aggressive. Now, yes, they're not going to just. I'm not saying they're letting off, but you're not going to see. Nothing's going to be entertaining the full time. I mean, I'm a huge Marvel fan, but not every Marvel movie is entertaining from start to finish, except for Infinity War. But it's, and I'm kind of generalizing it, but if you expect something to be fully entertaining and be the best thing ever, and it's like what, third or fourth maybe, how can you blame them for not being as good as you expected it to be? And that's really all I got. I hope you guys did enjoy. Make sure to leave a like, hit that subscribe button, and yeah, that's all I got. See you guys in the next one. Peace out.